Hello, my name is Gareth Jones. I'm from Experia and I'm showing you one of our brand new intelligent wall panels. This is our intelligent bubble wall. It works in a completely different way to any other bubble wall on the market. It's more relaxing, it's more interactive, it has more modes, and it's sure to be a real winner with people of all ages and all abilities. Really simple to use as well. So at the moment you can see we've got bubbles that are rising up, as you would normally expect in a bubble wall, and you can see that the colour is changing. The beauty of this bubble wall, however, is there's no water in it. And what that means is there's no maintenance at all with this unit. So infection control nurses are going to be really, really happy. Maintenance people are going to be really, really happy as are the users. As I say, the bubbles are rising, so it's a calming bubble wall at the moment, but this has a number of different modes in it, and there's some really unusual stuff that you won't have seen before. So I'll run through this quickly, because this is only a really rough video just to show certain people. So at the moment, there's no menu, but to get into the menu, top right hand side, three clicks on it quickly, and we're into the menu. Then you put the password in, and we're now into the menu. You've got 4 sections here. First section is bubbles, and what we can do is by moving this up and down, we can slow the speed that the bubbles rise. So they're very slow at the moment, all the way the other way, and they're very, very fast indeed. So that's the first thing there, we can slow the bubbles. You can't do that in a normal bubble wall. The other thing we can do is we can reduce and increase the number of bubbles. So at the moment, we've only got a couple of bubbles rising. If we move this towards the right, we've got lots and lots of bubbles rising. So again, you can't do that with a normal bubble wall. And what you can do is you can close that menu and it will stay like this all day long if that's what you want to do. So we'll go back into the menu again, really easy to use. And now what we've got is we're going to go to the next section, we're going to go to colour. And you have 2 choices here. You can either have it so that the colour changes on its own, which is this button here. We can turn that off and the colour will stay there, or we can turn this on and it will change colour on its own. And we can speed up and slow down the rate of colour change by moving this. So all the way up to the top, it's going to change colour quite rapidly, and all the way down to the bottom, it's going to be really slow colour change. The other thing we've got here though, is this little hand. If we press that, what this does is this now gives you an interactive bubble wall. So now what you can do is press any of the spots and the unit will change to that colour. It's not a press, it's a touch. So regardless of ability, as long as you can get close to the wall, you're able to activate this. Really, really easy to use. And this will work on all the other modes as well. So we'll go back into the menu. What we can do here is let's get rid of these buttons for the moment, and let's go into this next stage. So we've got 3 choices here. Create bubbles, bubbles attract, bubbles move away. So we'll put bubbles move away on first. And if I move my hand here, you can see this is essentially a preview. What we would normally do is close this menu down. But as I move my hand around, the bubbles move away from my hand. I'll turn that off just so you can see that better. Bubbles move away from my hand, you see? It's quite a good effect. 1, 2, 3. Great for hand-to-eye coordination, cause and effect, all kinds of stuff. On to the next one, bubbles attract. So as I move my finger or my hand around or whatever you want, the bubbles are coming towards my hand or my finger. So back into the menu. And final one on here is create bubbles. So you can see as I move my hand around or my finger around, again, no pressure at all, just touching and creating lots and lots and lots of bubbles. And that works best actually when you turn the rate of bubbles off. So if we go back into this one, and we turn that, slow that down, in fact, we'll turn the bubbles off completely. And now we've got no bubbles on the screen, but when you put your hand on it and move your hand around, you're getting bubbles created. So again, really, really good for hand-to-eye coordination, for cause and effect skills. And we'll go back into this here, 1, 2, 3. We'll turn these bubbles back on, so we've got something happening. Final thing on the menu is you can turn the volume off So if you don't want to hear the bubbles rising, switch it off. Or turn it up again. Entirely up to you. And if it's too bright for you, as it can be for certain people, just turn it down. So you can still see it, but it's a lot brighter. And that's it. That's the bubble wall. It's wall mounted, 110 to 220 volts. It can be used anywhere. It uses a really tough screen. As with everything, you know, if you run at it and kick it, it's going to break. But, well, I'll say it's going to break. It may break. If you're going to use a hammer on it, it's going to break. But it's pretty tough. That's everything. Thank you. Thanks for watching.